Hello, and welcome to MoviePod, a Reclaim Cinema podcast. I'm your host, Brian Wishart. In commemoration of Sam Neill, who just passed away earlier this week, I just did Event Horizon on the show, and we're going to do another Sam Neill movie as well. So I brought back Dalton Pike to the show, who's now part of the Five Timers Club for MoviePod, and we're going to be talking about his favorite Jurassic Park movie, Jurassic Park 3.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Great to have you on. So, so Jurassic Park 3 is a movie that, it came out pretty mixed reviews. People were... In 2001, people were like, hey, this isn't as good as the first two movies. But I noticed a lot of people around in Time of Jurassic World came out in 2015 who were doing all the rewatches. People were like, hey, is this better than Spielberg's sequel to Jurassic, the Lost World? And people kind of started coming around to it back then, too. Plus, this movie is short, so it was always on TV.
Oh, yeah. Big TV movie. You
can fit this in a 2-hour block with half an hour of ads, and it's, just zips right by.
Yep.
So Jurassic Park 3. I rewatched it last night. I'm still pretty mixed on it. I'm not sure if I like this one or Lost World more. I think I give Lost World the edge just because Steven Spielberg on autopilot with no passion, I think is still a better filmmaker than Joe Johnston.
Joe Johnston, yeah. I mean, yes. I'm not going to disagree there. What I will say is I think Lost World as a story is less interesting to me than Jurassic Park 3. And I know people kind of shit on how the story of Jurassic Park 3 is kind of dumb, in relation to the Jurassic Park movies.
Yeah.
But I think, you know what I think would have been really good if you had this exact story and Steven Spielberg directing it.
I think so, yeah.
Because it's about a family. It's about because Jurassic Park has the original has family elements, but it's not like a real family. Alan Grant plays the father role to the kids in that movie, even though obviously there's no actual relation, but Spielberg still has that sort of family sentimentality that he loves to do. And this one is about a family at its core, and sort of actually multiple families. It's really seems like it would have been perfect for Spielberg's taste.
And it's interesting with Spielberg in his movies because Spielberg has said with Hook in 1991, which is a movie that is inevitable for this podcast because that's a bad movie, but a lot of people who grew up on it love it.
I would say that one, there's been an attempt to reclaim it.
There's been an attempt by people who have not probably rewatched it since they were 2 years old.
Yeah, I don't particularly like that movie.
It's not very good. It's long. It's very long. But during that movie, Spielberg reconciled with his father in real life, and he's mentioned in interviews that he just sort of lost passion for making Hook partway through the movie. And you can kind of tell with what I love about the Fabelmans is that you realize that every Spielberg movie is actually kind of personal. They're not just work for hire projects, which is I think is one of the best movies of this decade. I love the movie so much.
Me too.
And so look at Jurassic Park as the 2 years after he reconciles with his father, mid-production of Hook, and you see a movie about a guy who's a father figure type trying to figure out how to deal with kids and such. And it's there's kind of something personal there too. But then The Lost World, Jurassic Park, which is 1997, the family stuff in that movie does not work at all.
No. It feels really weird. It feels a little shoehorned in there.
Yeah, because it seems because Jeff Goldblum's daughter's thrown in there, and
though I will say the gymnastics bit is pretty awesome.
They set it up 2 times in the movie.
It's so good.
You're gonna miss gymnastics camp or whatever.
Yeah,
cooking a dinosaur.
Yeah.
But what also I think doesn't work in that movie too is that I feel like they're shoehorning a kid because the first movie had a kid in it, so why not have a kid to drive up the tension, and also it's they mentioned the first movie that Jeff Goldblum's had 3 ex-wives, or Ian Malcolm's had 3 ex-wives, and so it's just one of his ex's kids or whatever, and then Julianne Moore as his girlfriend, but I don't think Julianne Moore is very good in that movie. And it's crazy that Jeff Goldblum, who can have sexual chemistry with a cantaloupe, has no chemistry with her at all romantically.
No, yeah.
And so I feel like
it almost feels like
fails.
they were. Yeah, it almost feels like they like some scenes feel like they're not even like there together.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like feels like they were shot like different days and stuff like that. You just get that feeling of distance.
Yeah, and like the set pieces, they're really well conceived, and they're mostly okay, but like they just like it doesn't feel cohesive like the first movie does. And this movie, like I think it's just fine. I think the family elements are a bit underbaked. I think a big part of my issue with it is like I think if they left William H. Macy and Taylor Leoni as rich people instead of fraudsters, I think it would have made it a lot more, believable. So many more elements of the movie believable.
In what sense?
Well, this like also narratively, it makes no sense that the people who like own like what like they own like a dealership or something like that, or like
they own, no, it's
it's like
is it a cleaning company?
I think something like that, yeah,
or tile store or something like that.
Yeah. So like the fact that they're able to like afford mercenaries plus like do like have their like do all this crazy things and be able to like afford this venture here. And
but I like the element of that because for me there's at a certain point when you realize they are broke, they have no connections to come and save them. Everyone there realizes they're not going to be paid, and they're all just like they're up shit's creek. You know, it comes to a point where the stakes become, hey, nothing here can save you, because like not that it's like, oh my god, money can save you, but they came in claiming, well, we have connections to the embassy and the military and these pilots and mercenaries and all that stuff, and they're like, well, we don't. And these guys, everyone here was misled. Well, actually, they're not even mercenaries. That's the other thing, right? Is they're just friends of the Kirbys.
But even the fact that their introduction is them like having one of those like anti-tank guns destroying
shooting a plane. Look at
they have the plane there where they spray paint the shark face onto it. I thought they were drawing tits onto the cockpit.
I know.
It's like a circle with a dot. They're like, they're drawing boobs on the plane. That's awesome. But I'm just kind of mixed with the element because like I feel like if it was just like a rich couple who kind of just like, I think of the opening of Lost World Jurassic Park where like it is the rich couple and their daughter with like the servants on the beach and everything, and how like
it's a great opening.
It's a great cold open, yeah. And I think that like you can do a nice story about rich people kind of like trying to find their kid and something like that. And I just feel like I don't know. I just feel it's kind of clumsy in this movie. And I think that William H. Macy is really, really good at selling the love for his kid, especially like they really want to find him. But also, I don't know. Maybe I watched this movie in 2001 right when it came out. So I was like 10 years old, and I specifically remember this movie being like toys were huge, right? All these movies. And
oh yeah, I had all the toys from this movie.
Oh, nice.
All of them.
But when you turn like 10 years old, like that's when like you kind of like bridge the gap between like being a kid that wants toys and a kid that's become a preteen, right? And this is like the last time I remember like being at friends' birthday parties and stuff and having like friends like get toys and such. So like I was just like, I think I was just, when I first saw this movie, I was a little just grown out of it.
Sure.
And yeah, like I just like, I don't know, this movie just never, this is a movie that like I remember when it first came out, I was like, oh, like this is like clearly a different, like couldn't put into fully words like that. This is clearly someone else making this movie. This is not like the first two in a certain way.
Yeah. My experience with this movie is, I mean, I have two sort of big things about this movie that made it so important as a young person for me. One was, like every young boy in the history of, after we discovered dinosaurs, was obsessed with dinosaurs. I wanted to be a paleontologist. I wanted, so badly. I had the Encyclopedia of Dinosaurs, was constantly in dino mode,
Mm-hmm.
And then my best friend, who I met in kindergarten, we're still friends to this day. We bonded over dinosaurs, and particularly the Jurassic Park movies.
Mm-hmm.
And he and I both, because that would have been right when Jurassic Park 3 came out.
Mm-hmm.
And we were both like, I mean, it's crazy to think about how young I was when I watched these movies.
Mm-hmm.
Because, if I had a kid that age, I'd be like, you cannot watch these movies, Like, there's people getting, like, eaten and tons of crazy shit. But we loved it, and then, like, we got all the toys and everything, and I told this story on Outside the Frame, and I know you've heard it before, but I'll tell it again, which is, I used to go, my mom would take me to the video store, like, once a week, right? We would go, we had a Blockbuster about, like, I don't know, just around the corner from our house. So it was a weekend, you go, and you can get, they had different, like, the older movies were 5 days, the new ones were 3-day rentals, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Jurassic Park 3 had just moved to the 5-day rentals. So my mom would bring me every week, and I would look at every single movie in Blockbuster. Like, no joke, I would go up every single aisle, I would look at them. It's kind of like in my head, I can look at like movie posters or cases, and I can just see like the corner of them and know exactly what they are. It was because I looked at from like 2001 to like 2004 or 5. I saw like every single movie that ever released on DVD and VHS. Right, I saw them all. But I would look every day or every week, every single movie in the store, and I would leave every time with Jurassic Park and Jurassic Park 3. Those were the only two movies I rented. Like, it got to the point where my mom bought me those two movies on VHS, because I'm like, at this rate, we're spending more than, like, in a month, we're spending more than the value of one of these VHSs. So she bought me, there was like a little box set that had all three. Well, then the DVD came out. Like, DVDs were a thing now. So I would go to Blockbuster and I would rent the DVDs of Jurassic Park and Jurassic Park 3. And it was driving her up the wall, So she bought me the DVDs of them, and then I would just watch them constantly, I would say on VHS, I watched the third one more. On DVD, I think I watched the first one more.
When 4Ks became a thing, did you take your mom to like a local a video shop and
No, I went and bought them. I bought them on my own.
Yeah.
I bought the Blu-ray set. Actually, no, she bought me the Blu-ray set for my birthday one year. Just because I didn't have it, and she thought it was funny if she got it. And I was like, hell yeah, these are awesome. And then I was at Odyssey Records. Shout out to our friends at Odyssey Records there. Yeah. And they had this box set that was Jurassic Park to Fallen Kingdom, all on 4K, and it was like $20. It was like so cheap.
Well, probably because they had Fallen Kingdom and Jurassic World in it. Like that
exactly
drives down the price. Those movies fucking suck.
Yeah. Well, Fallen Kingdom is
Fallen Kingdom has one good scene.
Fallen Kingdom is, and this is, you want another controversial take besides me saying that Jurassic Park 3 is my favorite Jurassic Park movie? I think Fallen Kingdom is the worst Jurassic Park movie. And actually, no, I'll put in the new one. Rebirth.
Rebirth? Ugh.
Rebirth is the worst one. And then Fallen Kingdom. I don't think Dominion is as bad as everybody else thinks it is.
Oh, it's bad. Not good. It's worse than everyone thinks it is.
It's not good. It's definitely not good. But I think I like Fallen Kingdom less than Dominion, and I know that's a very hot take. But my thing is, and you know what, it's perfect for this episode. I like the ones with Sam Neill in them. He is that guy in these movies. Like, that's why I would only rent the Sam Neill ones.
Yeah.
I didn't watch the second one because Alan Grant wasn't in them. He was like my Indiana Jones. He's a smart guy. He's a paleontologist. in way over his head, and the only way these people can survive is if you listen to Alan Grant. You know, he will keep you alive, even though no one ever listens to him. But
yeah, but yeah, he is like a real value added to the movies, and I just think that I don't like what they do with him in Dominion. Like him reuniting with like romantically with Laura Dern.
Laura Dern,
cheap.
yeah. I mean, the Locusts are pretty stupid.
Locusts are so stupid. The fact that Dodson's the villain of Dominion, the big bad of the whole franchise. The fact that Colin Trevorrow is truly the worst director working in Hollywood. And
he's not the worst director in Hollywood.
Name someone worse. Name anyone worse.
Well, I got a list.
Okay, what's your favorite Colin Trevorrow movie?
Safety Not Guaranteed.
That movie sucks, but it's his best movie.
Yeah. I like the first Jurassic World.
That movie's so bad.
It's fun. It's fun.
It's so sexist and stupid. And like, the stupidity was really pissing me off of it. I like what the premise of Jurassic
You're talking to a guy who likes Sam Peckinpah movies, dude. That's not going to be a discouraging factor for me.
No, truly an exploitation director doing like a properly sexist movies, that's totally fine. But like in this day and age, if you're making a 4-quadrant blockbuster and you do not think women are people, like it's shocking that like I'm shocked that Nolan's able to get away with it, but someone like Colin Trevorrow, who the most violent death in the entire fucking Jurassic Park franchise, is the woman that had the audacity to like, oh, I don't want to have kids.
That scene is fucking awesome, though. It's so insanely over the top.
Over the top. Like,
and I'm like, yeah, like the villain wouldn't even get this.
The villain does not get that.
I know, and I'm like, but I remember watching that in theaters and just going, "Holy shit!"
Yeah.
Man. Like I guess fuck that lady. You know, like,
but like that's every Colin Trevorrow movie is fuck that lady. That's pretty much the premise of all of his movies.
Did you ever read his? I don't know if we talked about this when I did Last Jedi, Duel of the Fates.
I've watched it now.
Or read it.
I cannot imagine it being good because I hate Colin Trevorrow so much. People say it's good.
I'll tell you this. It's better than Rise of Skywalker.
Mm-hmm.
It's people were losing their minds going like, oh my God, it's amazing. It's not amazing. However, it's a very interesting, it would have been a very interesting final film.
Mm-hmm.
In the series. I think there's some really good stuff, some really dark stuff. I didn't love the ending though, but I'll send it to you. I still have it somewhere.
Yeah, I might actually read. I'll read it at some point. I'll try to stimulate my hate a little bit for Colin Trevorrow. But like, what's interesting was Jurassic World movies, like the first 3, is that he had complete artistic and creative control over 3 mega blockbusters, and that's something that literally no one else really has had. Like, for like an actual creative, like no one really had the creative control of the helm for like those Star Wars sequels. Like that was just a bizarre project. And
it was like because it ended up being that J.J. Abrams kind of got that, but it was like
that wasn't the plan. No,
that was not the plan. It was almost like because it was supposed to be initially before Trevorrow, Ryan Johnston was going to do 2 and 3, if you remember. And then he said, no, he's only going to do one of them because he wanted to focus his energy on making like the one good movie, which I was like, I think was the right call.
Yeah.
I mean, he probably should have done that last one too, just to, you know, save that franchise. But, you know, what can you do? Yeah, but with no creative oversight, it fell apart. And I think with Trevorrow in Jurassic World, he took the J.J. Abrams route, though, and he made the first one as basically the first one again, right? Like, and I was like, you know what? I do think it's a little cowardly and it's a little cheap, but unfortunately, that first movie was great. You know, like Jurassic Park is great. If you do it again, I'll enjoy it. A New Hope is great. If you do it again, I'll enjoy it. So I'm a little less like harsh on like, oh, that's a terrible, because I'm like, no, I mean, you got dinosaurs running loose in a park. I'm all in, you know?
And but like it could be good though. That's the thing, is that like you could have like think about all these Jurassic Park movies. Like Jurassic Park 3 has made the least amount of money and still made like almost $400 million. Like these movies print money. And those Jurassic World movies, even when they got shit reviews, they made $1 billion a pop. Like, people will just see these movies no matter what. And it's funny that with Colin Trevorrow, like, he had full creative control and pretty much a blank check to make whatever movie he wanted to, because it doesn't matter if they're good or bad, people are going to see them. And out of those 3 movies, that's what he made. He made those 3 movies. I know he didn't direct the second one, but he wrote it and produced it. And it's just like,
did he do the third? Did he do the third one?
Oh, he did the third one. All right. Yep.
Oh.
Yep. And it's
I didn't realize that.
Yep. Oh yeah. Yeah. You can tell because women have exactly one moment of agency in the movie, so it's definitely that's his trademark as a director.
I will say I have not seen Dominion since it was in theaters, so maybe that's why I'm a little less harsh on it. Mm-hmm. Though I do remember there being, like, it's kind of coming back to me, like the underground, like, dinosaur, like, I don't know if they're fighting or if they're just selling them or whatever.
That's Fallen Kingdom.
No, in Dominion, they're driving the motorcycle in the streets.
Oh, yeah, remember? Yeah. So I was thinking of the auction.
Mansion.
The auction.
Yeah,
I like the mansion stuff in Fallen Kingdom.
Yeah, but I'm like, this would be better if it wasn't a Jurassic Park movie.
Exactly.
Like, that was my thing, where I was like, I don't mind these scenes. It's just like, this isn't, and then Fallen Kingdom has like the half dinosaur, half human girl, which I'm like, what the fuck are we doing? And then,
damn, it's so stupid.
And then in Dominion, I was like, you could just pretend that didn't happen, and then unfortunately they made it the whole plot of the movie.
Yep. Oh, God.
So I think everything wrong with Dominion, for me, stems from Fallen Kingdom.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, yeah. And I think that just, like, getting back to Jurassic Park 3 is, like, this is a simple movie. Like, it's like, basically just an adventure on Dinosaur Island. That's all it is.
It could have been a Jurassic Park TV special, It
really could have been. And, like, it's like, the second one is basically following up, like, what if there are poachers going after dinosaurs and such after, like, they've been created by scientists. And, and it's some corporate shit that kind of goes nowhere. And, like, what if we were to basically do, like, a kaiju Godzilla type of thing and with dinosaurs, the Jurassic Park franchise, which I don't think works. But,
no.
But Jurassic Park 3...
I like the T-Rex loose in the city.
It had to be done, but it's one of those things was just, like... at that point, I've checked out the movie because that movie is a really rough second act.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah. But, like, this one, like, Jurassic Park 3, like, it's a simple adventure story, and, like, it feels like they didn't really have, like, they're making this movie because they, want to make a sequel. They don't have some grand idea of, like, we're going to really dive deep into this universe, which I think is a problem with those Jurassic World movies. Like, they try to be smart movies, which they're not.
Yeah. Whereas this one was not aspiring to be that, and that's...
It's not aspiring to be much, which makes it kind of endearing. And this is, like, one of those things where, like, speaking of the TV runtime, we're watching on TV on a 2-hour programming block. Like, you can watch like this, you can watch like The Rock, you can watch like Speed. It's like it fits with those kind of movies.
Yeah, The Rock is actually a lot longer than you.
The Rock
might
is
remember.
That's a bad example. The Rock is like 220, right? Like it's a long movie. Michael Bay movies can be pretty long.
Yeah,
but like
what's Pearl Harbor, like 3 hours?
Oh God, we'll never get that part of my life back. That movie sucks.
Did you see? Like a couple months ago, I just randomly rewatched Pearl Harbor, and I got so many texts like, "Why the fuck did you watch Pearl Harbor last night?" And I said I couldn't find anything to watch, and I said I'm gonna pick whatever the first thing I see on here is, and it was Pearl Harbor, and I said, "Perfect, that's what I'm watching tonight."
God. I love that song in Team America. Pearl Harbor sucks.
Oh,
I
yeah.
miss you. That's such a all-timer.
One thing I'll say in that regards to like the world building of Jurassic Park, and specifically with Jurassic Park 3, is the thing I like most about it is because it's a simple story, the things they focus on are set pieces. And I love a good set piece. Jurassic Park has some of the best set pieces of all time, And Lost World has a couple. Like I really like the trailer going over the edge.
Yep, that's a great one. Richard
that's a great one.
Getting cut in half by two dinosaurs, getting eaten by two different dinosaurs. That's a great death.
That's great, and that's why I like the San Francisco stuff. Like I like those big set pieces that like the image stays in your brain immediately.
But that's Spielberg for you, right? Like even if
it
he's
is
like yeah.
But for me, Jurassic Park 3 is one set piece followed by another. And they go to its, locations are really cool in this movie. Like I think the beginning of Jurassic Park 3 is a little slow. Like we're kind of just like we're at a dig site, then we're having a drink, and then it doesn't really get to the stuff. Like whereas Jurassic Park and Lost World have like really interesting cold opens, and then like, or if they have a little bit of like think about Jurassic Park after the cold open, you get Alan Grant like tormenting that kid,
which is so good.
Yeah, which is incredible. And then what's his name? Hammond shows up and immediately is like bringing them to the island. So you're right into it. Jurassic Park 3 takes a little bit to get into it, which is, kind of hard for a 90-minute runtime. But as soon as they're on the island, like the second Alan wakes up on like from the floor of the plane, and they're yelling they're using the megaphone into the woods. The "what's a bad idea" that gets me every time. It's instantly like you are enthralled. To me, right? Like the calling and yelling out, "Eric, what's a bad idea?" And then followed by the roar, and then a couple people covered in blood running out of the jungle. You're immediately like, okay, what's going on here? Something's happening. And then they get on the plane and you see the Spinosaurus for the first time. And right from there, you get into a plane crash, and then the Spinosaurus returns. And it's like one thing after another, and they're constantly being chased by, like the whole movie, they're being basically hunted by the Spinosaurus, and then they're being hunted by velociraptors, and then they're being hunted by pterodactyls. It's like they're on the run. I don't know.
There's not much downtime.
No, and I think that's what makes it so enjoyable and so watchable is they're not as focused on, hey, you understand the InGen stuff, you understand the science and all this story, Hammond, everything like that. Here's the consequences of leaving it alone, and here, and that's all they're interested in. And they're like, we're just gonna put people in this situation and do like old school monster movie, and I eat it up.
I was reading about Spielberg. He had an idea for getting Alan Grant back into the franchise. Was basically a Robinson Crusoe type thing where like he snuck onto one of these islands to do some research.
Yeah,
and stuck around. But then like I think Joe Johnston was like he would never want to willingly come back to the islands and deal with these dinosaurs.
Yes,
which I actually really how this movie let's just get to the opening scene out of the way, which is like basically cold open where they're doing some like there's like a boat outside of the dinosaur island, and a boy is being like hung by his like a
parasailing.
Yeah, so he's like the little boy and there's like a adult guy. He's like holding on to him. They're parasailing. They go up into the clouds, and then
hold on. Can I just say one thing that I love about that scene? My buddy and I do it all the time, which is when he goes, "You see anything?" and he goes, "No, not yet." He does it every time. We do the "no, not yet" like all the time, and it's just a joke for us.
And they go over the clouds and everything, and then when the clouds clear, they see that the boat's been tormented by some sort of dinosaurs, like blood, everything's ruined.
It's awesome. Yeah. It's awesome.
It's a really cool open. And they cut themselves away, then they like parachute down towards the island there. And then we cut to Alan Grant in the real world, and he's
giving us is it the speech right away?
I might be, yeah.
Or the Q&A.
Yeah, the Q&A is so great, where he's basically like talking about like trying to get some funding or whatever like that, and for his Velociraptor research, because he believes that Velociraptors are a lot more smart than before. And after it's all over, everyone raises their hands like, I'm not going to answer any questions about the first movie.
Jurassic Park, yeah. And then everyone puts their hand down.
So, like, half people put their hands down. Like, and I'm also going to answer questions about the incident in San Diego, which I was not a part of. Literally, everyone puts their hands. It's a really funny joke to say, like, he was not in the second movie.
Yeah, he's like, I was not there. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But it's good. And then, of course, he says, like, no force on heaven or earth can get me on that island. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, where is he going to end up? On that island.
Oh, yeah. And
actually, he goes to a different island, right? Because he goes to
it's always
Isla Sorna.
Yeah, I can never keep them together. I love Jurassic Park, the first one, and like I've read the first two. I read the books and everything, but just like I can never. It's not one of those franchises I really care much about the lore or anything.
Yeah, you're not looking at all the founders of InGen and all their competitors, or I mean, to me, it's easy because there's two islands. Mm-hmm. In the original, right? There's Isla Nublar and Isla Sorna, and I'm like, I got those.
Yeah, but like, you know, when a glup shitto like Dodson pops up in Jurassic World Dominion, I'm not happy. Yeah. Like, I don't. Yeah, care.
you're like, yeah, who the fuck's this guy?
Yeah, but like, yeah, but also, so Sam Neill is Alan Grant, and Laura Dern briefly in this movie is Ellie Sattler, and the first time we meet is he's playing with little dinosaurs with a little boy in the backyard. And he's like talking about herbivores.
Correcting him how to play.
Carnivores, which is a really great bit. And it's revealed that these are not his kids, but they're Ellie's kids. And she's they're not together anymore, and she's remarried. She's married to someone else who's had these kids. And which I think is a great choice.
I agree.
Mm-hmm. And I know so many people, and they're like, they should be together forever. But like, it makes a lot of sense because, like, he did not learn in the movie that he wanted to have kids. He learned to, like, kind of, like, tolerate kids and, you know, learn to, like, kind of see kids as a bit more capable than they were before. But the lesson of Jurassic Park was not that I want to have kids now.
No. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
And it's a real mature choice for a movie.
I also think those characters, they've been through so much trauma. Like, yes, they went through it together, but they kind of had their own specific traumas. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I don't think you can be in a relationship with someone like that and you have to see them every day that reminds you of these horrible incidents that you want. Like, obviously that kind of thing isn't really addressed in these. They're not that kind of movie. Mm-hmm. But I think that's a conscious choice of it wouldn't really make sense for these two people to be together.
Mm-hmm. There's also, even in the first movie, there's the pretty big age gap between the two actors.
Yeah. And, yes, of course.
And then by the time Jurassic Park 3 rolls around, Sam Neill's aged naturally. Laura Dern defied aging. So, like,
yes. She looks so much younger than him in this.
Yeah, so it would not look that comfortable. And it looks okay in Jurassic World Dominion. You're going to throw them together because they both aged, of course, but, like, I like, and I think it's a really good mature choice for the characters for them not to be shoved together. And I think it's a really, really wise choice just to like have them be like, you know, it's realistic, right? You're not always going to, sometimes those differences, like having kids, that's a pretty big deal breaker, right? Like, you know, some people want them, some people don't. And it's nice that she was able to have her kids and live a happy life. And it's nice that he's able to keep doing his own stuff and live a happy life too. Even after all the dinosaur incidents in the first movie.
I think their relationship is one of those ones where, like, it's much stronger as a friendship than a relationship.
100%.
And this movie utilizes that perfectly because, you know, when they're in the deepest shit possible, he's not calling the embassy. He's not calling. Anyway, he's calling Laura Dern, right? Like, that's because he needs a friend more than he needs someone who understands what's happening. And I think if it was like a wife, there's a different connotation there, right? Where it's like he might be calling to, you know, say goodbye rather than like, hey, if it's just a friend, it's like, hey, I need a friend right now to help me out.
Yeah. It'd also be like she would be at home being the concerned wife or something like that.
Exactly.
pretty problematic.
Colin Trevorrow situation. Yeah.
That's how he would do this for sure. Yeah. But also, Alan Grant, he has his own dig he's working at too with Allesandro Navarro, who's playing Billy.
Yes.
And Billy's like, because they're working on like socialization with the Velociraptor, so basically it's a cool 3D printing thing to get it's like the trachea or the vocal cord, something like that.
Yeah.
Which he print out, so he's able to like make noises through it, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's the resonating chamber, I believe.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think of Allesandro Navarro in this movie?
I think he's good. I think his how do I put this? Okay. I think he's good at the physical elements of this film.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he fits perfectly as like a guy who could be out in the jungle doing the things he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think his acting is especially incredible in this movie.
No, yeah.
Because there's a few moments where he does he's lying, but like he's really acting that he's lying, Mm-hmm. But I think he's a good if they're leaning more towards action vibes in this one or adventure vibes, he's kind of the right guy to have in this type of movie, because you already have like William H. Macy's not an action adventure guy. Sam Neill isn't really an action adventure guy.
Mm-hmm.
It's you got to have someone like that, and I think he makes sense.
Yeah. And there's always with him as an actor a bit of a not really a scuzz with him, but like almost like something deceitful about him. Usually his roles too, like there's always something kind of like off about him, which like he's played so well with like the Brutalist and stuff, and like I never watched this. Face Off, hell yeah, yes, of course, and like I never watched the Sopranos prequel movie, but he's the lead in that.
Yeah, I didn't see it either.
Yeah,
what was it called? Many Saints of Newark.
Many Saints of Newark. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want to. I'm like, leave the Sopranos is perfect the way it is. I don't want to. Yeah.
Meanwhile, like something like it was like Deadwood, like finally getting a movie out of that was incredible. That was a miracle.
Yeah.
But like Sopranos.
What about Entourage? No, I'm just kidding.
I never watched Entourage.
No, I did. I watched the whole show and I watched the movie.
Worth it?
No. I like the show, but the movie's not very good.
Mm-hmm.
The show's not good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but it is fun, especially when it's about like Mark Wahlberg and his friends.
Yeah.
It makes it really funny.
All I really know is in that show, like James Cameron was directing an Aquaman movie.
Yeah. Yes, he
was. Which is a really funny idea because, of course, of any superhero, James Cameron. I know he was trying to do Spider-Man for years, but James Cameron doing a water-based thing makes so much sense.
Yeah, and like literally when you watch that shit, you're like, yeah, James Cameron probably should direct an Aquaman movie. It'd probably be pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Except like the guy they have is like, because the main guy in that show is cast as Aquaman. And you're just like, man, this would have been terrible. You should just watch like the first season of Entourage.
Maybe I should. Yeah, just something to throw on the background.
It's because it's pretty jokes. Like just to watch. It's like the Studio before the Studio, but like if everyone on. It's like the Studio meets Jersey Shore.
I like Jersey Shore.
Like that's what that show feels like is the Studio meets Jersey Shore.
What I love about Adrian Garnier, the Entourage guy, is that like
yes,
he's in Devil Wears Prada 1 and no one likes him in that movie. So they actually ran some like ads for like Starbucks or something like that for Devil Wears Prada 2. Whereas it was like, go see Devil Wears Prada 2. I'm not in it.
Yeah, it's good.
Really fun self-deprecating bit.
He's in one of the Nirvana the Band the Show episodes too at Sundance.
Yep, that's a great episode.
Yeah, but he's not in this movie.
No, he's not. But you know who is in this movie? William H. Macy.
Yes, and I really like him in this movie. I think he was a great addition.
Mm-hmm. I think you need someone like him who like he's always has some sensitivity to him, but he's so pathetic.
Exactly, and that's why if you had what you were talking about before, the fraudster element of it.
Mm-hmm.
If you had that, and then you had like some macho rich guy type feel, like it would fall so flat, right? But he comes in and like he doesn't look extremely wealthy, but he looks like a respectable businessman, right?
Yeah, him and Leoni as the Kirby's.
Exactly, and she's got the she's dressed up a little bit, got a nice necklace on, everything, but they don't go overboard. And then when they're on the island, and then like the costuming and makeup kind of helps because you watch them like look less and less wealthy and important. But you buy it and the other thing is, with that reveal, you still like those people, and it's because they were cast properly.
Yeah. You don't want that. You're not rooting for them to die, which is an easy thing to do for someone who's going to trick our boy Alan Grant to go back to Dinosaur Island.
Exactly, and I'm like, if it is like an actual rich person, people might also just want them to die because they don't like rich people, you know? So I think bringing William H. Macy and making the role what it is, I think works quite well for the movie. I think it's actually one of the stronger points for the movie.
Yeah, I think Téa Leoni's just adequate in this movie.
Yeah, I mean, she's there to scream.
Yeah.
That's what she's great at it, you know? Her scream is actually a little bit much, I would say, but that's what you need because, again, that's the type, they're making a Monsters in the Jungle movie, right? You need she's almost like the Fay Ray of this movie, just with less, less to do.
Yeah.
She's just there to be the damsel in distress.
Yeah, so Paul and Amanda Kirby, they are approaching Alan Grant to, they say they want to get an aerial tour of the island. They just from a plane, they don't want to go there or anything. But then they start writing a check we will fund your entire dig site. Just tell us how much money you want.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, fine, I'll do it. But he does not want to go on the island itself. So them plus these quote unquote mercenaries, they get on the plane.
Was
there.
It Nash and Udesky
and Cooper.
And Cooper, yeah.
And so every Jurassic Park movie has a scene where they kind of see the dinosaurs for the first time, be complete in wonder. And I really like how they're doing this one where they're flying over the island, playing pretty low, and Alan Grant just kind of sees a herd of dinosaurs going around, and he's kind of mesmerized. But then he starts giving kind of the tour guide type speech.
He does if you look out the window to your left here, you'll see Pat. They're all just you see anything, and they're like, no, I don't see anything.
Yeah.
And they're like, what do you mean? Look at all the dinosaurs.
and the pilot's just all right, we're gonna find a landing site right here. And Alan Grant's like, what the fuck, a landing site? So yeah. He's pissed.
You cannot land on this island. Yeah.
And then he gets cartoonishly bonked on the head by Udesky.
Yeah, it's great. And then they all do the ooh.
It's just
Cooper hits him.
Cooper or whatever. But it just, I love it's so funny for even how silly Jurassic Park 2 got. Someone getting bonked on the head unconscious for a few minutes.
Well, you skipped over the silliest part.
Oh, yeah, of course. I like this part. I like this part a lot.
I love this part.
Yeah, so he's he's having you describe it.
Well, he's fallen asleep on the airplane, and it seems to the filmgoer that he wakes up, and he looks around, and the plane is empty, right? And they're flying through this fog, and he turns, and he sees a velociraptor staring him in the eyes, and it speaks to him, and it just says his name, just says Alan, and then he wakes up. And and everyone's always like, oh, it's the talking velociraptor movie and everything. I'm like, it's one bit to show that he's there and he's terrified, right? I think it works. Is funny.
He's been obsessed with the vocalizations of velociraptors for years. That's his whole thing.
Exactly.
So it's on his mind a lot, and now he's getting closer to the velociraptors, so to see them.
And then the fear of them literally calling to him, right? Is
I think it's fitting. I don't think like it's of course it's funny and goofy, but like I think it's actually incredibly fitting, and I don't think it's like I think it's like
I agree.
I don't think it's something to mock in the movie. I think it's something to admire in the movie.
I'm 100% with you. I think people look for reasons to kind of shit on this movie, you know, and that's an easy target if you're not watching it and understanding what they're doing. Because it's very easy to be like, the dinosaur talks. It's like, yeah, you know, sure, but there's more to it than that.
Was a talking dinosaur DNA grow in the later movie, so it's way less.
There's a half human, half dinosaur in the later movies. She talks, you know, quite a bit. So, or does she talk? Is she a mute?
Well, she's a girl in a Colin Trevorrow movie, so not that much.
Yeah, exactly.
But she does speak and such. Like,
okay, yeah, no problems with that though.
Yeah, but I think she talks to Blue a fair amount.
Of course,
Blue, everyone's favorite
Velociraptor. Yeah.
Okay, so the worst food I've ever tasted in my entire life. I am not a picky eater at all. I will eat anything, but I got I think it was when Fallen Kingdom came out. There was Doritos had a steak flavored Doritos, like, you know, the Blue, the Velociraptor on the, you know, on.
I vaguely remember seeing those.
It's like Blue steak Doritos. So, you know, go see Jurassic World in theaters.
It's made of Velociraptor meat.
Yeah, and I had one bite of it, and I legitimately almost vomited. It was the worst I've ever tasted in my entire life. I made a couple of friends eat it too, and they hated it too. But like, I felt it was awful and disgusting. I think I didn't see Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom for like an extra year because I hated the tie-in Dorito product so much.
When I was younger, and I was obsessed with Jurassic Park 3 when it was coming out. You might not remember this, but Burger King had a tie-in with Jurassic Park 3. But they had these boxes of cookies for Jurassic Park 3. And I don't know if anybody on planet Earth remembers these except me, but I would like demand that we go and get those cookies all the time, right? And I remember after the promotion had ended or whatever, I was like, mind you, I was like 4 at the time, 4 or 5. And I like threw a tantrum because I couldn't get these anymore. So my parents called up the local Burger King and were like, do you have any more? I know they don't come with the things or whatever. So I remember we drove and we picked up like the boxes they had left out of like the back door of Burger King because I was so obsessed with them. I'll have to find I could picture the box, but they were just like, they were shaped like the Spinosaurus and stuff, and I was all over it.
I just imagine your parents and you just having like, whenever your parents just seeing like Jurassic Park 3, like, oh fuck, Dalton's gonna make a big deal about this or something.
Yeah, I'm sure they hid a bunch of Jurassic Park 3 things from me, like I couldn't know about them. And then I got like all the talking. There were the toys that made sound. It was like Velociraptors doing their calls and shit, and they would just like go off by themselves when the battery started dying, and my parents were like losing their minds and like hid them.
I had like a Stegosaurus toy from The Lost World that did something like that too. So like The Lost World,
you pushed its thing in, and then it made the sound, right?
Yes. That's
I think I had the same one.
Yeah. So, like, I was, like, 6 when that movie came out. So, Jurassic Park 2 was, like, the first movie I truly remember the marketing for. I remember being so excited for this movie. And, like, there was a Jeep dealership in town that, they had, like, the Jeeps from the movie. Or the vehicles from the movie. That, like, you could actually go sit inside. And I was, like, so stoked. Like, Mom, we have to go see this. I want to go, like, sit inside one of these Jeeps. And, like, you know, I think it was pretty cool. But, like... like that was like one of the earliest movies I remember being excited to go see in the theater, because like it's more dinosaur stuff. And like I was like Jurassic Park 1, like I watched the movie on VHS as a kid, because like that VHS came in like 1994, so I was like 3 or so, and my grandparents got it for me on VHS because, you know, it was the big movie and kids love dinosaurs, and it scared the shit out of me as a 3-year-old, but I was obsessed with watching it. And the house I grew up in, like there was in the basement there was like a bar, and I would always like put on Jurassic Park, watch the movie, and I knew where all the scary parts were, and I would run and hide behind the bar. Like, and then, like, you know, run back and watch those scenes there too. Like, my parents were like, should we take the movie away from him? It's kind of scaring him, but it's just like, well, like, he knows what
no, but
parts
he
scare
loves
him.
it.
Yeah,
he loves it.
So I watched that Jurassic Park VHS a trillion times. My parents got mad at first because I think it gave me nightmares, but then, like, I just became hooked on that, and I watched that movie so many times.
I think that's the thing that's missing from today's movies is, like, when we were younger, like, we loved to be scared of of movies, right? Like, that was the same thing. All 3 Jurassic Park movies scared the shit out of me, and that's why I was obsessed with them. Right? You want to, like, understand what's going on, or you want to see it again and try and not be scared of it. But, like, nowadays, movies are like, they don't have that. They don't have, like, the things they're missing are like one, scare the kids, you know, like they'll freak out when they're watching it. I said, but they'll enjoy it still, you know. And also, I think movies need peril more. You need to always just be like, have a scene at the edge of a cliff. Have giant monsters lurking where you can't see them. You know, like, these films are sort of the, like, and that's why I think a lot of the newer ones, the world movies, don't work as well. They're missing those elements of it, which is the peril in, like, the scale of the movie or where they are. Like, Jurassic Park, that giant ledge, that giant pit doesn't make any sense, right? Like the T-Rex paddock when the car goes over, that doesn't make any sense because the T-Rex just walked up there a minute ago. There's not a giant chasm right next to it, but it adds so much that no one questions it because it's such a good scene. You know, and I don't know. Movies have lost that element of it.
You know what movie for that family-friendly movie actually has good peril and scary scenes? Sheep Detectives.
I still haven't seen it.
It's great. It's really, really good.
Everyone had it. Was so funny because I'm like, I don't know if you know this about me. I love talking animal movies. I'm like, this is what movies are for. I want to see animals talk. Rain always makes fun of me because I came in one day to the theater and I was ranking the Alvin and the Chipmunks movies. Rain's like, you shouldn't have thoughts on this. And I was I said, I have so many thoughts. And then Rain found out that John Waters is a massive Alvin and the Chipmunks fan and gave me a little bit of credit. And I was like, no, you don't understand. Because I was like, dude, when I watched The Road Chip for the first time and I'm getting into it and Rain's just like, dude, you have, like, and then I was talking about, like, the Shaggy Dog and the Shaggy DA and Karate Dog and, like, all these fucking movies and the amount of, like, and then I tried to pitch a talking animal series and they're like, nobody's going to come to any of these. I said, I know, but let me dream.
Have you seen Eric Roberts in A Talking Cat?
Of course. Okay, you want to know even better than that? You know the movie 9 Lives with Kevin Spacey?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
I saw that movie 5 times.
When did that movie come out? Like, how old were you?
It came out, like, when I was in college.
Why? Why did you have many times?
Because I loved it. I thought it was
It's so bad. It's terrible.
Me and my buddy used to watch. I will say, back then, I would partake in
You would have to.
in certain things that I don't partake in anymore. And I would tell everyone, like, you gotta see. This was let me be clear about something. This was right before the Spacey allegations came out.
Before.
Okay, it was before. And I was a huge Kevin Spacey fan, and I thought it was really funny that Kevin Spacey was in a talking animal movie. So I just watched it, like, over and over again, and then I would watch the Alvin and the Chipmunks. So that's also probably why I love the Velociraptor talking in this movie. I think it's great, you know, like, because only movies can give you the talking animals. You know, I'm a huge Snoopy fan. I've always been a Snoopy fan, you know. And in the comics, he talks, so that because he doesn't talk in the movies or the shorts or anything. Well, he laughs, and boos, but
Eric Roberts is my favorite talking animal performance ever in a talking cat.
Well, it's because you haven't seen 9 Lives.
I've seen 9 Lives. I think I've given it a 1 star in Letterboxd.
I think I gave it like 5 stars.
Oh my god.
I don't know. I don't think I logged it, but
with the talking cat, the DVD on Amazon was like $5. So for like, around the time it came out, like every time I needed like top up on free shipping, I would always order an extra copy of Talking Cat and just give it to friends and stuff. And and like I got it from my one friend Jake, and who you saw at the Highland last night, and his girlfriend at the time. I gave them both their own copies, and it's like, why would you give us both a copy? I'm like, well, like, in case you guys break up, like, so you don't have to make an argument who gets what. And they broke up. They had to argue about it.
Before getting back to Jurassic Park 3, I want to mention one more. Have you ever heard of Quigley?
Quigley. Let me see.
It's Gary Busey as a talking dog.
Oh, no, I've not seen
and
this.
Osgood Perkins acts in it.
Oh, no.
It's from 2003. After this show, look up the trailer for Quigley, and you'll be like, I need to watch this. It's quite a movie.
How good is Osgood Perkins in that movie?
He's like a slapstick idiot. Like, he's the one who gets like he's constantly like falling over and getting like, it's really just, when you see the trailer, you'll understand exactly the movie it is. It looks like it was made for like $200. Like, it's so.
And how many times have you watched Quigley?
Once. I watched it once.
Okay.
It was not easy to find.
9 Lives, 5. That just blows my mind. I'm sorry, but like.
I'm an interesting one, Brian.
Clearly.
I have strange taste. The things I love. Like, I'm like I love so much like art house cinema, right? And I love, you know, 80s, 90s action movies. But what I love more than anything is like really dumb movies. But like the thing about it is, when I was in high school and I wanted to like make movies, I would always pitch the dumbest ideas that I thought were really funny. Like, if I was a filmmaker and someone said, "Hey, we'll give you $5 million to make Kevin Spacey a talking cat," I would make the fuck out of that movie. Like, I would have the time of my life, right? Like, the best example of a movie that I would have written in high school, and I came up with an idea very similar, and it's why I adore the movie, is 65 with Adam Driver.
Oh, that's a dinosaur one, right? Where it's like a dinosaur planet?
That's the movie I would have written in high school. Because I could hear me pitching that movie when I heard it, you know? And I was like, yeah, I have that movie on Blu-ray. I got the poster. I'm a big fan of that movie. Put Adam Driver in dinosaurs. They should have put Adam Driver in the Jurassic Park movies. And they would have been
these. Yeah.
I know.
Compared to like problem with Chris Pratt in these movies, like Chris Pratt is like in his like post Zero Dark 30 phase where he looks too buff and like masculine and muscular to like, he's an action star. Yeah, well, these movies don't need action stars.
He's Star-Lord at that time.
Yeah.
Too.
So I found my 9 Lives review on Letterboxd.
Yes.
So I gave it a half star in 2019. I said, I would rather show my kids killing of a sacred deer.
That's so funny.
Can't believe Barry Sonnenfeld directed that movie. That's insane.
Yeah, dude. He gets it. He's like me. Someone comes up to you and says, dude, we're going to put Kevin Spacey in a cat's body. You're like, hell yeah. You know? Let's do it. Like, why aren't we doing that right now?
Oh, man. This is 5 times in theaters. Blows my mind. Oh yeah, so we should probably get back. I didn't see it in theaters. I thought you said the theater. Oh my god, that would have been bad if you saw it in the theater 5 times.
No.
You just walk over to the counter like, oh yeah, Dalton, welcome back. Here you go. Don't you have to ask what movie you're going to see?
Yeah. They probably would have given me free tickets because no one else was seeing it.
Well, it was like summer 2016. You can see that or Moonlight.
Yeah, what a double feature.
Oh, man. We should probably get back to Jurassic Park 3.
Yeah. Can we do a 9 Lives episode in the future?
Do a bonus episode. I'd be down for a bonus episode. Do a bonus episode of 9 Lives.
Yeah. Dude, I'll come in hot for that episode.
Oh, man. I will come in, like, angry as fuck watching that movie again. I'm glad you're seeing your movie today because we went very late because of our tangent on talking animal movies. All right, so they're Alan Grant got bonked in the head. He woke up on an airfield, and outside, Taylor Leoni's like a megaphone, like yelling for the name of the son.
What's a bad idea?
Yeah. Fine a little bit when she's like, it's a bad idea to yell, and of course, Dinosaur Island That's how all dinosaurs come and get you. And they hear the roar. They think it's a Tyrannosaurus, but it's not. He says it's bigger.
Sounds bigger.
Yeah. Which is a pretty scary little bit. And they all the mercenary guys, they run out of the jungle, and like they said, we gotta leave the fucking island right now. So they get back on the plane and get ready to go. And then Cooper's on like the middle of the runway, like, "Hey, like slow down, or whatever." Like, well, we can't stop.
God damn it, man! You know I can't stop this plane.
Yeah. So you think he's gonna get hit by the plane, but instead he gets eaten by a big ass dinosaur instead.
Oh, and then the blood splatters onto the windshield.
Oh, it's great.
It's so good. That scene's so good. That's one of those set pieces I'm talking about, where it's just perfectly executed.
Yeah. And then the plane hits the plane hits the dinosaur, and then so it veers off into the jungle and hits a big ends up at the top of a big tree, and then it's like have we landed yet? We have not landed yet, and the plane's about to fall even more.
Yeah.
And then the Spinosaurus attacks like the remaining part of the plane there. Eats another part of the mercenary. This is an animatronic, right? Yeah, this looks really good.
Yes. Yeah, it looks really good.
Mm-hmm. And, so, like, the two of the mercenaries are down at this point in time. This movie is actually a pretty small body count overall.
Yeah, because there's only a handful of people.
Yeah. And, so then what happens after this?
There's a couple fake-out deaths, too, in this movie.
Mm-hmm. I'm not a fan of the one of the Billy fake-out death. I wish he just died.
Sure, I could go either way on
that.
So they crash, and then they find the T-Rex.
Right. Yes, the T-Rex and the Spinosaurus are fighting with one another.
Which is like what we wanted to see.
Absolutely, yeah. Because like a dinosaur and two big-ass dinosaurs fighting one another, it's perfect. Like it's because you don't really get a lot of that.
This is better than Jurassic World's Dino v Dino fight. It's shorter, but it's better.
It looks better, too.
It looks a lot better.
Yeah. And, then the Spinosaurus kills it, which is kind of crazy because you think that, like, the Tyrannosaurus is, like, the biggest monster you can think of, and then someone else is able to kill it, so...
then they find out that the Kirbys are not rich.
Yep. They're a divorced middle class couple looking for their kid.
It's a great edit too, because it the Spinosaurus comes down and it's about to bite the T-Rex, and you hear, and it cuts on the punch sound, which is real. I really like that.
Yep. Yeah, and so their son's been missing for 8 weeks in this jungle here, and everyone I was like, this kid's gonna be dead at this point in time because who can last 8 weeks in the jungle? And even without dinosaurs, they don't last for 8 weeks in the jungle.
Do you think that this movie would have worked better or worse if it was like Timmy from the first movie, who was obsessed with dinosaurs, knew everything about them, he has the know-how, and because that's basically what Eric is in this movie, is an older Timmy.
Because
do you think...
He said because Eric said in this movie that he's read Alan Grant's books, so like he knows dinosaurs, like
and Malcolm's too, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think Timmy basically read the exact same things.
Yeah.
And maybe if it was Timmy, then we get like maybe Alan cares a little more.
Mm-hmm. So like bringing the kids back from that movie and have like the parents of those kids like
do you think that's too hokey, or do you think that's that would work better as a storyline for this movie?
Oh, I think it could go either way, because like what he gets deceived to come back to the island in this one, which kind of works, but there would be no deception involved there. Then he would be a lot more of a heroic figure. Yeah, which I think might work, but also like
be a much different movie.
It'd be a different movie, but it'd also be like I can see them like if you want to get Laura Dern in this movie as like a full-time character as well. That's probably the way to do it.
Yeah.
Which I don't think this movie needs Laura Dern per se, but
no, she's in it, but like they don't need her. They don't need her on the island.
No, I don't think so.
That might be too much. It might be too much.
Yeah, I think her role is perfect for what it is in this movie.
Yeah. Whereas if Jurassic Park 3, like say the world movies don't exist, and Jurassic Park 3 came out today, it would have been Sam Neill and Laura Dern on that island together, just doing the exact same shit. They probably would have brought Goldblum too.
Or just do Goldblum being like testifying on the stand like he does in that 5th movie.
Yeah, exactly.
I love how that's a scene where literally that's a movie where literally all the scenes are in the trailer.
Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah. And so at this point they find the guy that Eric was parasailing with, they find his skeletal remains.
Mm-hmm.
And she's
a video camera.
Yeah. And he's been this guy was dating Amanda. This is actually her boyfriend.
Yeah.
And
she does not care about him at all.
Which is like what the like come on, like do something. Like, and
I think she's just more concerned about her son.
We should be at least like I don't know, like
how long do you think they were dating though?
Well, long enough for her to be willing to let this guy like take him parasailing and like buy like these crazy dinosaur islands where people get murdered.
That's true. But do you think it's like 1 year, or you think it's like 5 years?
I think it's like a year or two, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like maybe things weren't great in the relationship, and she was looking for a way out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go to that dinosaur island.
Take my shitty son with you.
Yeah. Go to that restricted dinosaur island. That sounds like a great idea.
Yeah. Is this the point where Billy finds the eggs?
Yes, he also takes the parachute.
Yeah, which comes up later on. Because they find an InGen compound, right? And
yep.
And you get one of these in every single one of these movies of them finding the old stuff going on. You get they find these all kinds of like vats of water and such, and there's a good jump scare with Taylor looking at one thing. It's the raptors inside the vats.
That's my favorite because that's probably the dumbest moment in the movie.
It's very stupid, yeah.
Because I'm like, why is he sitting there like through the glass pretending to be one of these things? Yeah. And then like I get that they're like, oh yeah, they're smart, and they're like, I'm like, yeah, but I mean, he's not doing that.
Yeah, they don't know a lot about humans' perception at this point in time, right? Like, so they've read books on like how the eyeball works.
Yeah.
So now they're dealing with raptors and shit, and Billy does steal the eggs here, right?
Yeah, Billy steals the eggs.
Yeah.
He says he's just photographing them, but he puts them in his camera bag.
Yeah. Billy wants to sell these eggs to fund their research and stuff like that, which causes issues with Sam Neill later on. But Grant's like, oh, like these raptors are searching for something, which are clearly the eggs. So like, fuck you, Billy. And, and as they're attacked by more dinosaurs, Sam Neill gets a bunch of tear gas thrown towards him, and ends up being Eric, who's been living in a supply truck for 8 weeks and has been throwing tear gas at dinosaurs to stay alive.
Yeah, and then throwing dinosaur piss all over the place.
Yeah. And so this kid's been alive for so long. He knows his dinosaurs well because he's read all of Alan Grant's books and such. yeah. So meanwhile, like, I was around the time one time too. They hear the satellite phone. Because you hear the satellite phone of William H Macy's.
Yep.
It has a very distinct ringtone.
Yes, it does. I want that was my ringtone for a while.
Was it? I remember
like on my first cell phone that I could download ringtones on.
Mm-hmm.
That was my ringtone.
I remember back in 2001 that ringtone being just popular enough and like default on enough phones that you would hear it out in public. And I always thought Jurassic Park 3.
It's very distinct.
It's so distinct, yeah. And it's like it's a great thing for this movie to have too, because like you know what it sounds like, and when you hear it come closer, you think like, oh yeah, here's going to be like, you know, William H Macy, here's some help or something like that. But it turns out a dinosaur ate it, so it's
I love that. I'm jumping forward a tiny bit, not too much, but when they run and reunite at the fence, and they're like, "Oh, we heard the ringtone, and then they turn, and the way the Spinosaurus is just standing there cracks me up.
Yeah,
like, I know it's been turned into a meme, like that shot, but I thought it was always funny, where it's just like. It is like a little intimidating, the shot of just like, because you get the scale of it next to the trees and everything like that. Mm-hmm. And then like it running. I think that's a great scene of it running along the fence with them and trying to get in. But that first shot just cracks me up. Mm-hmm. Because I'm like, and then there's just a phone ringing in its belly.
Yeah.
You know? Like,
and they later on in the movie too, like they find the phone because they need to find the phone to get off the island to call for help. So they have to like dig through all the shit and everything.
Yeah, it's weird how much these movies have people digging through shit. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know, it's in more than one movie.
Yeah. But they end up like going to inside of an aviary, and this is a cool sequence.
This is one of my favorite set. This is my second favorite set piece in the movie.
Mm-hmm. And like, it's all foggy inside. There's like a bridge that's like very wonky and such. So they're taking turns going across. And is it Grant that goes across first?
Yeah. And then he tells Amanda to come, and then it's Eric, right?
Yeah. If I was like one of these scaredy cats here for a rickety bridge like that, I would want to go across it first. I would not want to be the third person because like I've seen Sorcerer. I know these bridges are going to get worse over time.
Or Temple of Doom.
Yep. Like the safest time to go across the bridge is first, not last.
At least it's metal.
Yeah.
Right. It's a little better than like the wooden bridges. Mm-hmm. And, I also like the idea of them literally like being trapped in a cage.
Yeah,
I think it's just perfect.
Cool segment. Oh, and just before this too, Alan catches Billy with the eggs and everything, and they have the whole big fight. And now Alan's like, "You're worse than the people who built this place," which is an insane thing to say.
Thing to say, yeah.
Which is like he apologizes for it later on, but it's a very clunky bit of dialogue.
Yeah.
But in this aviary, as they're crossing the bridge there, they eventually come across a pterodactyl or a pterodon. I'm not sure what the difference is. So then the pterodon like abducts Eric and takes him away. And Billy, this part's cheap. I like the set piece of the bridge there and them crossing there. I think this is a bit over the top.
Yeah, it is. But also, like I kind of said before, that's the kind of movie they're trying to make, right? Is the action-adventure movie rather than...
sophisticated, like, I think, thinking man's blockbuster.
Yeah, and that's why you get him in that role, right? Is to do the stuff like this. And I think it's because they felt... the flying ones were underutilized in the other movies, and they wanted a scene. And you have them on the ground and everything, but when you can actually have a scene in the air with them, you kind of like see what their strengths are and what makes them so scary. Besides their size, right? And they make them look especially scary. There's that one part where the one turns around and looks right into the camera, and you're like, that's actually terrifying.
Yeah. And they're huge, yeah. And like,
they're pteranodons, by the way.
Yeah. I'm not like, I would have known this stuff when I was like 5 years old, all the dinosaurs, but like, that's like forgotten knowledge for me, the difference between all these creatures.
Yeah. They're the big ones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Billy used that parachute he got there, the parasailing thing, and like sails down towards to save Billy.
Eric.
Yeah. Billy saves Eric. Yeah, and I think it's pretty goofy, but like I'm glad that's Billy doing it, not Sam Neill.
That would have been terrible.
Or William H. Macy.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. It works because of who it is.
Yeah, and like it's a big heroic thing where he's able to save Eric, but Billy kind of falls in the water, and then kind of you see a bunch of blood, assuming he's dead.
Yeah,
and
he also, I think he hits the rocks too, right, or something like he. Mm-hmm. They're pecking him to shit, both of them.
Oh yeah,
like because they bring Eric to the babies and they just start like tearing him up.
Mm-hmm. But they get out of there. They find a little canal boat, and as they're sailing up the river, we get the proper like these dinosaurs are absolutely wondrous look on scene, which is looks pretty good. It looks fine, like for 2001 CGI. Not as good as the bits from the first two movies, but like it's a nice. Dinosaurs are majestic to look at.
Absolutely. I mean, there's another scene. It's around that time with the Ceratosaurus, like the one that looks like a smaller T-Rex. You know. Mm-hmm. That's when they find the phone and the shit, I think.
Yeah.
And it's a nice moment where it's like, oh my god, like, yes, there's these scary but like they don't really want to bother people. Mm-hmm. It's them just being in their presence all the time or like them trapping them and doing all this stuff is making them angry, but it's like they're showing that these even carnivores are, these beautiful creatures that should be appreciated. Mm-hmm. Because it's a little intimidating scene. It's another fake out that the movie likes to do. Mm-hmm. But I think it's another moment like that where it's a nice sort of, hey, they're not all just monsters, Mm-hmm.
They're just acting on their own nature, their own behavior. They're not like, trying to actively murder you. You are just not where you're supposed to be. You're not part.
Exactly.
Which is like the big message of Jurassic Park when it comes to hubris and humanity, getting involved in ecosystems they do not belong.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
But so the rest of the movie they're pretty much chased by various dinosaurs. But Alan Grant tries to use the satellite phone to call Ellie. There's this fun little bit where he gets a hold of her son instead of her. Yeah, and he's like, I'm the dinosaur man.
It's the dinosaur man. It's the dinosaur man.
And this little kid, he's 3 or 4 years old, and he's trying to find his mom to deliver the message. He gets distracted by Barney the dinosaur on TV.
It's great. It's so good.
Funny little bit. I don't know. Was Barney the dinosaur still a big thing around that point in time, or was it just a funny little joke?
Oh yeah,
yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, and
yeah, well, I'd like to talk about this scene a little bit because this, I said the Pteranodon scene is my second favorite set piece. This is my favorite. It's the combination of the being trapped on a boat and it going under, with the lake on fire and the crane and all of that stuff, and it's pouring rain. I think it's such a great cinematic moment. The stakes are so high. It's got awesome visuals. It's got peril. It's got the fake out death and everything. I think it's fantastic.
And the Spinosaurus looks so good in the sequence too. It looks terrifying. It looks
so cool. Yeah. And it's Spinosauruses are, after this movie came out, more about them sort of came out, and it was understood that they are water primarily water creatures. And they knew a little bit back then, so it was kind of cool that they showed it swimming and under the water and stuff like that. It makes sense, you know?
Yeah. The one thing I will give those Jurassic World like movies, like I do like how they justify why these dinosaurs look like how we used to see them. Like you used to perceive them as that like we're trying to appeal to the imaginations of people to like sell money for a theme park. Like we're not trying to be realistic.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Which is a fun way to kind of justify like, wow, these dinosaurs have feathers on them and such.
And I mean that's at the beginning of this film he says that. He says what Hammond and InGen made are genetically engineered theme park monsters, nothing more, nothing less. Right? And I think that was all they were starting to get a little bit of like criticism, pushback, I think. Yeah. So then they're like, no, there's a reason, right? Yeah. They're made to thrill you.
So this is around the time where so he's trying to get in contact with Ellie, not sure if the message has gone through yet. And they're in the jungle, they start hearing some helicopters up ahead, and they're intercepted by some raptors. They come for the eggs, and Alan's like, hey Billy, you gotta give them their fucking eggs back.
Yeah.
And but he uses the vocal box to like make the noise to confuse all the dinosaurs. And
they're like they're oddly diplomatic in this scene.
Yeah, which like I never liked it when the dinosaurs are diplomatic in this franchise.
But it fits with the movie because like their whole thing is how like his research is being proven right on their pack nature, their intelligence, and, you know, it goes along with those are the kinds of dinosaurs that do the jump scares, and they're the kind of like they like to psychologically play with their prey as well, you know. But in this case, they are just more interested in getting their eggs. Like they're not there to just eat and be those monsters, right? They are looking for their egg, and that's all they want. They're not there just to kill, you know? Yeah.
It's better in this movie than Jurassic World, where the Velociraptors betray Chris Pratt 3 times.
Yeah.
And it's like, maybe stop trusting them. Like,
yeah, I know. Maybe those are wild animals, man. Maybe, you know, like...
Oh god, I remember the promotion of that movie because like the trailer had like Chris Pratt and the motorcycle like riding beside all the Velociraptors, and like Trevor was like, oh, like, don't worry, the movie's not going to have a scene where Chris Pratt teams up with the Velociraptors. Like, you're a filthy liar.
Yeah. I wish, because the trailer, the original trailer was really good until that part.
Yeah.
Because then I went, oh, okay, there's something else going on here.
Yeah.
I also wish they didn't show the, what is it called, the Indominus Rex? Because the first couple they didn't show it, they just hinted at it. Yeah. And then because they went overboard with the marketing, they wanted to sell the toys of the dinosaur. Yeah. So then they started putting it everywhere, and I was like, oh man. Yeah. It would have been so cool to see it for the first time.
Yeah. Hey, but they made like $1.5 billion, so clearly the marketing department was on something.
Yeah, it worked. It worked, but as a movie fan, I didn't want to see it until I saw it in theaters.
Yeah, like I'm the kind of person that tries to. I don't like a lot of things in my trailers. I try to avoid trailers if I can. Like, I still have not seen the Dune 3 trailer.
Dude, well, there's 2 of them now.
Haven't seen either of them.
Well, when you go and see the Odyssey, they're going to play the first 6 minutes of Dune Part 3.
So because I don't know what's going. I've seen like I've of course seen like photos of it on like Twitter and stuff, so I know what Pattinson looks like. But like
I will say the first trailer. You didn't get the trailer when you saw like Project Hail Mary or anything like that.
No, I think I came in just like a minute too late or something on it.
Gotcha. The first trailer for Dune Part 3 was like incredible. It's one of my favorite trailers in recent memory.
Maybe after I see this Dune prologue, I'll probably just go watch the trailer just because I already know it looks. Just
watch the first one. I don't think you need to watch like both. You know, because you're trying to avoid most of it.
Well, the thing is, like, I already know what I've read the books. So I know what happens, so it's not going to work for spoiler points. But like,
yeah.
I want to be surprised by the visuals at least.
Mike saw the first 6 minutes at Show Canada, and he hasn't seen Dune Part 2 because he didn't really like. Well, he didn't really like the first one, and I said, well, the second one is like
better,
leaps and bounds better than the first one, but he said that those 6 minutes made him go, maybe I should watch Dune Part 2.
Oh, nice! I'm so to see what it is.
I know what it is. Like, not that he told me, but I had heard already what they're showing is, and I'm excited to see it.
Yeah, I am so excited. Yeah, like that. I think Teenage Sex and Death at Camp Meows was my most anticipated movie of the year, then followed by the new Dune.
Well, I have seen Teenage Sex and Death at Camp Meows.
Oh man, I'm jealous.
And I'm always rocking my Dune Part 3 officially licensed hat that I got from Warner Brothers.
Nice.
So shout out to Warner Brothers because I wear it every day. Yeah, I'm very excited for it. And you know what else I'm excited about? The fact that we're not getting another Jurassic Park movie this year because they're just getting worse and worse.
Oh my god, yeah. Last year with the Jurassic World Rebirth, like, it's funny because whenever I don't like something,
our reviews were so funny
it was the exact
together.
same star rating, and whenever I don't like something, I like to write a lot just to kind of formulate my thoughts.
A scathing review.
Scathing review is I think it was 10,000 words.
10,000 words, yeah.
And yours is just like, boo.
It was just boo.
And you text me saying you'd have to write that much, bro.
Yeah, no, you tweeted about it, and I said I got that done in one word.
Yeah, that movie is just so I don't. It's the same quality as the other Jurassic World movies. I think it's just an unremarkable movie. Very, very stupid, unlikable characters.
The acting is particularly bad.
Really bad.
Scarlett Johansson is horrific in this movie.
She's really bad as a Zora Bennett, I think her name is, which is a terrible name for a character.
That's a really bad fake name.
Yeah. I also know, I think is it Owen Grady or something like that, who's Chris Pratt or something like that? I remember the names are so bad.
Yeah.
But
Owen Grady.
Yeah. And it's just
what was Bryce Dallas Howard's character?
I don't know, woman number one.
Yeah, woman number one.
But I remember Jurassic World Rebirth just having the scenes before they get to the island are so poorly lit too.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Usually Gareth Edwards, he makes pretty soulless movies, I think, but at least they look good.
Yeah, and, I enjoy his movies.
Yeah, but I think they're I enjoy them overall. I come out of them I wish he had something more to say.
Yeah, they're nice. I should say they're nice to just go see on a weeknight at the theater. You have a good time and then you don't really think about it again.
Yeah,
did he make The Creator? Was that him?
The Creator was him. Yeah,
I liked that movie. Good
looking movie, but it's funny because I remember thinking it looked really great, but looking back at it, I do not remember many of the visuals at all.
No,
the suicide robot running across the bridge. Remember that? That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was cool. I remember that watching it, going, okay, this is just all the digital assets he didn't get to use in Rogue One that he's using. That's probably why the budget was so low. Yeah, but I worked at Imagine Cinemas at the time, and I used to stay and test the films, and I would generally watch a movie a couple days before it came out. Or else they wouldn't get tested. And The Creator was one of those movies where I didn't have any expectations, I was all right, whatever. And then I was like, well, I'm going to test it. So I didn't have to watch a lot of the movies. Sometimes I would, especially if a theater had some issues or whatever. Yeah. But I remember going, you know what? I think I'll stay and watch this movie tonight. At least, unless I get bored of it, then I'll just, I'll be good. But I watched the whole thing, and I was pleasantly surprised. I said, hey, that was a pretty fun, just sci-fi movie, Original sci-fi movie.
I would like a lot more movies to exist like that, yeah.
Yeah.
I like, again, original sci-fi is completely up my alley. It just didn't leave a mark on me.
Yeah, I should probably revisit it and see how it holds up, see what it's like.
Yeah. I was really impressed, the budget was low, and it looked that good,
yeah, and they shot it on a consumer grade camera.
Yeah, it does not look like that at all. And
no,
but when that movies like that come out, then you get like the latest Marvel slop come out too, and like, why is that look so bad?
Yeah, it makes it look so much better.
Yeah, and
but I mean, Rogue One looks really good too.
Rogue One looks really good. My issues with Rogue One are a lot of the digital necromancy and
yeah. But I mean, like the whole Scarif attack scene and all the stuff in space, all the stuff in space going after that, like the dome or whatever, the shield.
Yeah,
all that stuff looks incredible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like Gareth Edwards is the kind of guy who should be getting more projects like that. Like,
yes,
and I think that the problem with something like Jurassic Park or him getting Jurassic Park movies is that like these movies have not had a heart and soul in them since like probably the third movie.
Yeah,
and I think that like. He can do the. I don't even think that it looks that good for Jurassic World Rebirth. Like the scenes where like you see the scenes where you have like the John Williams score playing as you see dinosaurs, it's all wondrous. Like it looks pretty bad. Like it looks like we've seen it a million times before. I agree. It truly feels like the seventh movie in a franchise.
It's so flat. It's the flattest movie ever.
Yeah, it's just like.
I think Gareth Edwards should be doing like Cloverfield movies. Like Monster of the Week type movies.
Yeah, like something with like a big ass monster because he can do scale really well, better than most directors. And
he did make Monsters, right? That was him.
Monsters.
Was that his first movie? Was it Monsters?
Didn't he do Godzilla? No. Words. I think it was his first movie.
Wasn't it called Monsters?
It was Monsters. Yeah. I've not seen that one.
Yeah. Well, it's a lot like a Cloverfield movie. It's like there's like a exclusion zone, and it's full of these big monsters, and these people go into it.
Ah, okay.
It's I saw it when it came out, and I really liked it, but I don't know. No one ever talks about that movie.
It's got Scoot the Canary. Nice.
He certainly does. But no, you should check it out. It's pretty good. It's a very good, like, you can see why he got Godzilla.
Yeah.
But that feels like a Cloverfield movie, and it felt like the movies he should be making,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like, I feel like maybe he should not just be locked into franchise movies. But even like Rogue One, like, it's hard to tell, like, whose movie it really is. Like, that's a movie that has...
Yeah, well, there's also those rumors that it was Macquarie came in and directed a bunch of it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think he should be doing Jurassic Park. I mean, I understand the mentality.
Yeah, I understand why he got hired. It makes it a lot. I remember when they announced, like, this actually sounds like a really cool idea. Like, I like Scarlett Johansson as an actress, and like Gareth Edwards can probably do the scale really well. It's just like, forgot, like, oh, right, Jurassic Park movies can actually be very, very boring if you don't have like a good script behind it.
I think the best thing that could have happened for that movie was give him significantly less money. Give him half the budget that movie had, and that movie's way better.
100%, yeah. Because like anytime they try to do like a bigger, newer dinosaur, it looked terrible.
Yeah, I mean, and there's some good scenes or like set pieces in that movie. Like I like the going up the river.
Oh, when like when she's trying to sneak
the raft.
Yeah, that's a cool sequence.
Yeah. And I'm like, they know how to do it. They just don't do it, and it's annoying.
And they have that bad subplot with like the father trying to respect his daughter's boyfriend. Like,
yeah, oh my god, yeah, like characters like so stupid too.
It's so bad. Like,
I also like that boat scene when they're out on the yacht or whatever, or the sailing vessel, and it gets tipped over. See, I'm just starting to remember things that are in that movie because it was so forgettable. Yeah. So yeah, like to me, when you look back, and I think this is kind of what you were talking about at the beginning with the way this movie's been reclaimed. I think in terms of looking at what we've got for the past 11 years, Jurassic Park 3 is like a significantly better movie than those in terms of filmmaking. Like, yes, it's still after the first two movies, it's hard to keep like the only ideas you have is to take things further, and it's going to get dumber and dumber. Mm-hmm. But I think with what they had, they did probably the smartest thing in my opinion, which was don't focus so much on the Jurassic Park story, and just, hey, it's a classic monster movie, and we're gonna do it in very that was kind of the end era. I mean, a couple of years later, I guess, of the old school studio ways of making movies. To me, it's in the same vein of The Mummy, those kind of
100%.
movies where it's on location, you put the time in, you get the good actors, you make sure that the special effects are done right, and you shoot it with really nice cameras, still on film, everything looked good. And then once they started going doing everything on sound stages, shooting digitally, and I don't have a problem with films that are done or shot digitally. You can make them look incredible. It's the fact that it just seems that movie making now is cutting corners. And Jurassic Park 3 did not cut corners in terms of the filmmaking. It did it in the pre-production in terms of story. And they're like, look, we're at the stage now where people have the ones where if they want the story, if they want the lore, they have it. What people really want nowadays is the big monster movie. And let's find a new big bad dinosaur, one that already exists and we don't have to make it up. And we'll put it in there, one that looks cool. I think everything that the later movies were trying to do, this one did, and did it significantly better.
We can quickly wrap up the plot of the movie. Basically, they run to the beach, and you have helicopters, and it's the Marines and the Navy coming to rescue them.
Yeah.
And then they able to get off the island, but the Pteranodons that were able to escape the aviary with them, they're flying alongside the helicopter with them.
Yeah.
Nice little
and just
moment.
Enjoying being free, and they're not attacking them.
Yeah. So, it's kind of a bit of an, I respect this movie for being short, but it feels almost like a little bit of abrupt. You can absolutely see another sequence popping up in this movie, but I respect the movie for, it's 85 minutes long.
Yeah.
Other, and speaking of movies changing at this point in time too, because later this year will be, in 2001 will be the first Lord of the Rings and the first Harry Potter movie. And then after that, every blockbuster is trying to be one of those two movies. And this feels truly think of the between 1999 and 2001, you get The Matrix, Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, and then every movie is trying to be like that for the next decade. And this movie is not trying to be like those movies at all, which is an interesting little.
That's why I like it. It is kind of its own thing, despite being the third in a franchise, and despite being in the midst of all of these. What it did was it took the technology that had been improving over the years, and it used it to tell the story it wanted to tell. It wasn't we need this because that's what everyone else is doing now. We don't need to make it 2 hours because, that's what people are expecting out of these movies. They're no, it needs to be just this, and we'll take everything that we have to benefit us right now and put it into this movie. And I agree with you. The ending is a bit abrupt. It's as soon as the people just show up, all right, we're done. That's it. Movie's over.
It would have been kind of fun to watch some Marines blow away some dinosaurs, but probably go against the message of the movie. But we should respect their place because we're approaching on their territory. But
and it kind of the ending kind of hints at they're probably just going to be a natural part of this world now. Because now they can fly beyond the island and they can reach Costa Rica, I assume, and things like that. So, and then they kind of abandon that in the later film. They even abandon it in Dominion because the whole at the end of Fallen Kingdom, you're it's just going to be a world of dinosaurs now, and they kind of it starts off a bit like that, and then they just kind of no, it's still kind of the same. And I'm well, it was really cool, the idea that did you ever see they did a a prologue for Dominion that was released in theaters a little bit before. It was like...
I saw it was directed by Colin Trevorrow, so I just didn't watch it.
It is better than Dominion.
It would have to be.
It's the best thing that of the Jurassic World era is that prologue. Because it follows, like... It takes place 65 million years ago when the dinosaurs are roaming around. It just shows you kind of living their lives. And then a T-Rex dies or whatever. And then it has one of my favorite cuts, which is it cuts and it just says 65 million years later. And there's a T-Rex running through the woods and it gets to a drive-in movie theater. And it starts wreaking havoc at the drive-in. There's this great shot where the T-Rex is standing in front of the screen, and the film burns out, and it's projecting, and the T-Rex roars. And I'm like, this is great. Like, that's
a cool idea.
Jurassic Park to me, you know? And it got me so excited about the movie. Because I'm like, if this, like, drive-in scene is in the movie, I'm going to be so excited. And then it was nothing like that. Definitely watch that. I think it was really good.
I'll take a look for it. I'll check it out because like that sounds like a really cool premise, and like Jurassic World Dominion just kind of does nothing really. It's Remember Berries, the movie for Jurassic Park. Like
yes, yeah, it is. But and the other thing is it's shot really well. This prologue, and it's got. I was like that prologue. Seeing it got me so excited, and then the movie just did not have that. So I was. A little bummed.
Or am I thinking? I think I'm thinking a different thing. Is it called Battle at Big Rock? The Colin Trevorrow one?
Maybe.
It looks like it's a camping trip at Big Rock National Park becomes a terrifying fight for survival. So I'm thinking of a different short.
I don't think that's it.
Yeah.
No, that's not it. Okay. I didn't see that.
Yeah.
No, it was. I think it was just like a prologue.
Man, if your prologue sounds that cool, you should put it in the movie.
I know. I was like, this could have been just the start of the movie.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Yeah, it was just called Jurassic World Dominion Prologue, and it is 5 minutes and 30 seconds.
Okay, I'll check it out. But,
it's great. It's great.
Yeah, so like, we were talking about the reception of Jurassic Park 3. It made, $368 million at the box office, so did pretty well from a $93 million budget.
Absolutely.
The franchise will be put on ice for like another 14 years till Jurassic World.
Though there were rumors constantly that they were doing another one.
Yeah, I'm surprised they took so long to do another one.
Yeah, I think once the Legacy sequel became like a much stronger idea in Hollywood, and I think once Star Wars was coming about and they heard rumblings, they're like, now's the time to do a Jurassic Park movie. Like, I think that was what kicked it off to be like, no, we need to do it. Because, like, everyone in that era was trying to find their thing to reboot. And it just was the, I don't know, right time and place for it.
And I also know that Sam Neill turned down a lot of scripts too for bringing him back. Yeah. So like, good on him because what I like about Sam Neill as an actor is like he wasn't always locked into franchise machines. He was always like trying to do different things.
Yeah, he liked working with good filmmakers.
Yeah,
which I liked, or just interesting stories. Rather than this is a pay and like some of the. I don't mind if someone does a paycheck thing if they're just like, hey, I did like Michael Caine has said how many movies he's like, I did that for the paycheck. Yeah. Samuel L. Jackson too. He's like, yeah, I make a ton of money doing that.
Yeah. I love the Michael Caine quote. It's like, I never saw Jaws 4, but I saw the house that Jaws 4 built and it's beautiful.
Yeah. I love Jaws the Revenge.
Jaws the Revenge might be the best Jaws sequel.
I don't know if I mentioned this to you, but I mentioned it to a lot of people. I said, for a long time, my dream movie was to make Jaws 5.
And would Jaws talk in Jaws 5?
Oh, well, he would be a part robot, part shark. It was It was the bio-robotic underwater creature experiment. So it was Bruce.
Nice.
And it was the scientists were figuring out, because in Jaws: The Revenge, it's the fact that the shark is getting revenge for being killed in the other movies, which I think
killing off the family,
which I think is really funny. So I'm like, I like the idea of like they're trying to figure out what the deal with this shark was, and they're trying to like bring it back to life to study it, but then it gets like, it gets loose and starts killing people, but it's like even stronger and bigger now because it's reinforced with space age technology.
So how would it get the technology on it?
No, because these scientists are trying to bring it back to life, but it's it's an underwater creature experiment, and they're trying to bring it back and see if it was part of its nature to naturally be like go after people, because nothing spurred it on, right? It was just a killing machine. And they were trying to study it. Yeah. I've thought about this movie a lot, in case you haven't.
I like when talking about like, your movie concepts, because either it's like, a film noir, or we'll do something like this.
Yeah, it's either like an actual, like, hey, that could be a pretty good movie, or it's like, I'm going to walk into Universal and be like, give me $100 million, and I'm giving you the 5th movie in a long dead franchise, and it's going to make $1 billion.
I am shocked they're not trying to make a Jaws 5. It's been like, it's like one of the few franchises, like, I think like they probably could make another one, make money, that they just have not done anything with.
If they came out with a new Jaws movie like next year, it would make $1 billion. Doesn't matter what the movie is.
Yeah. It's just like a Jurassic Park movie where like people want to see a big animal like fuck around with people.
I think Universal pivoted because they just started doing the Meg instead.
Yeah.
And I bet you the Meg came from like a failed Jaws reboot pitch.
Probably, yeah. But it's not like Jaws like a sacred franchise. I've seen those sequels. It's not like they like are so precious about it.
No. And I mean I like all the sequels personally. I think they're all like enjoyable in some way. Like Jaws 3D, I watched when I was a kid on TV. They were playing it in 3D on TV for some reason.
Oh, that's cool.
So I whipped out my... It was either Spy Kids 3D or Shark Boy and Lava Girl glasses. And I sat about like a foot from the TV and was so locked in. And have you've seen Jaws 3D, right?
I've seen Jaws 3D, yeah.
Okay, well, there's a jump scare in that movie where the body comes up with like no skin on it. And I jumped like 10 feet back as a kid. Like I was so scared, and I loved it. I own all of the Jaws movies. I like them all.
Same. Yeah. Yeah. I watched them the first time just like a couple years ago because I got like the Jaws sequel 3-pack DVD.
Yeah.
And
yeah, it's funny because it doesn't include the first one.
No, yeah, and I have the first one in 4K, but like I have not watched it because every time I'm ready to watch it, your theater puts it on 35 millimeter. So
I do the exact same thing. I have the Jaws 4K that I've never opened because I'm like, well, I can just go watch it in 35.
Yep.
Which we're doing really soon.
Yes, I'm stoked for that.
Did you know that we're playing a different print this year?
Oh, really?
And this film print comes directly from Amblin. So it's not the one that Vic, our projectionist, has in his collection. Yeah. This one is like Steven Spielberg's print of the movie.
Oh, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, so we're
man.
We're quite apparently it looks like flawless.
My poor Jaws 4K is never going to be opened.
I know. I'm literally looking at it right now. It's still in the plastic.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me talking about Jurassic Park 3.
You said Jurassic Park 3, and I said I'm there.
Yeah.
I'm there.
We talked for longer than the movie.
Yep, I figured that would happen. We talked about a lot of stuff, though. If you have me on the show, there's going to be some tangents, and
I love tangents, so
yeah, you got to learn about the talking animals and my movie pitches and all sorts of things today. So
yeah, if you want a focused discussion on Jurassic Park 3, just read the Wikipedia page instead.
Yeah, exactly. Or just watch the movie.
Or just watch the movie. Yeah.
It's pretty self-explanatory, this one.
And it's truly, I think the credits hit at 85 minutes. This is a short movie.
Yeah.
This might be the shortest movie I've done.
I want to ask you, though, because before, at the beginning of this conversation, you said that, you're a little softer on this movie. Did our conversation make you think more of the movie, or are you still about the same?
I think, I still think it's on par with Jurassic Park 2, which is,
okay.
I think it's a 3-star movie. And I think it's just, like, a perfectly cromulent movie. Like, it's just, like, a fun little adventure movie. Not much meat on the bones. It's, like, really, like emotionally or anything. But, like, it's just, like, it's a fun movie. What else is there to say? Like, it's
a very serviceable movie.
Yeah, which Joe Johnston is very good at making serviceable movies.
Yep.
I do like Rocketeer a lot, though. Rocketeer is a really good movie. But, other than that,
that's true.
Yeah. So anything you want to plug?
Yeah. I got lots to plug, Brian. We just mentioned Jaws at Highland Cinema coming up. I'm terrible at my job because I don't remember the dates, but it's coming up end of July. You can check our website or Instagram, Highland Cinema. You can catch me every Tuesday on Radio Western doing Outside the Frame, London's only movie talk show. Myself and 3 other hooligans. In September, I will be back doing Sick Flicks.
Hell yeah.
My podcast. I know, Brian, you're a listener. We have an absolutely incredible first episode planned. We're, like, just itching to do it. I will be in TIFF when that airs, so you will probably also be there.
Too, yeah.
So maybe I'll run into you and we can talk about that episode when it airs.
Yeah.
It'll air. The first episode of that will come out September 11th.
Oh, so never forget.
Yeah, never forget. Exactly.
It's like a 9/11 double feature or something like that. Didn't Remember Me and World Trade Center.
You're gonna love this episode.
Oh man, I'm so stoked to find out what it is.
And you can follow me on Letterboxd. My username is Dilton, Dilton, and Instagram, Twitter. I got all of them. Dalton Allen Pike, all one word. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's where you can find me.
Right, I'll put that all in the show notes as well.
Perfect, thank you.
Yep. So you can follow me on Twitter, Blue Sky, and Letterboxd at bwishart. You can also follow MoviePod on Twitter, Blue Sky, Instagram, and YouTube. So next week, I'm going to be joined again by the Haven't Seen It pod. We're going to be talking about a Batman versus Superman, Dawn of Justice. So that is going to be a fun episode because that is probably my most hated movie ever.
That's awesome.
I fucking despise every second of that movie, and I'm so stoked to talk about the Snyderverse a little bit. And
you gonna talk about Martha?
Oh, I can go for an hour on Martha. I literally told the guys, I was like, I can go for an hour alone on Martha alone, because that is the dumbest plot reveal ever. That was the plot reveal that, like, I didn't want to see the movie in theaters, so the trailers looked awful, and I don't like Zack Snyder movies. But once I read the plot synopsis online, like, I have to see this movie. I have to see this Martha reveal. I have to see it on a big screen. I saw it, and I burst out laughing in the theater. People were so mad at me.
It's so crazy.
Yeah. It's so bad. That should be a fun discussion. So tune in next Tuesday for that. And until then, take care.